Hello friends. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host. And today, we are going to look into a very interesting question asked by a student to a sage. The student asked, how to always be happy? Well, before answering this question, I want you to think about something. You all have experienced it when you achieved a certain milestone. You were happy for a few moments or maybe days. But after that, you felt like something is missing. You need another milestone to achieve to feel happy again. So, my question to you is, what was that thing that was missing? Was it just another milestone or something else? Let us know in the comments section. So, let's get started with today's video. A student once approached his sage and asked him a question. How to be happy always? How to always be happy? The sage looked at him for a moment and then asked, do you think someone who never experiences sorrow can truly be considered happy? The student was taken aback by this unexpected question. What do you mean? He asked curiously. I'm asking because, the sage continued, happiness is often associated with the absence of pain, suffering, and misery. But is it really so? He paused, allowing his words to sink in. Think about it, he added. When someone has never known hunger, can they truly appreciate the joy of a full meal? Similarly, if one has never endured hardship, can they fully understand the happiness that comes from overcoming adversity? The student pondered these questions, realizing the depth of wisdom in the sage's words. Indeed, he said thoughtfully, it seems that experiencing sorrow and hardship is necessary to truly appreciate happiness. The sage nodded in agreement. Exactly, he said, because true happiness is not just the absence of misery. It's the feeling you get when you overcome resistance, when you conquer a challenge and grow stronger. It's not a static state of being, but a dynamic process of becoming. He explained that there are two primary sources of strength within an individual, one derived from external circumstances and the other from internal resources. The strength from external circumstances, he said, comes from having everything you desire, from living in a world that caters to your every whim. But is such a life truly fulfilling? He questioned, looking out at the vast expanse beyond their humble abode. Tell me, student, can someone who has never faced difficulties in their life truly appreciate the strength that comes from within? The student replied, no, sage. I believe that facing difficulties is essential to discovering and developing one's inner strength. The sage smiled, pleased with the student's insightful response. That's right, he said, but there's more to it than that. Tell me, have you ever seen a bird struggling against the wind? Can you imagine how much strength it must gather to keep itself aloft? Or consider the mighty ocean, crashing against the shore over and over again, each wave growing larger than the last until it finally breaks through the defense and recedes inward. In these examples, the birds and the waves are like us, humans, facing the challenges of life with courage and determination. And each time we overcome a new obstacle, we become stronger and more capable than before. The strength we gain from our external circumstances comes from these very challenges, from the struggles we endure and the battles we win. It's not about having everything handed to us on a platter, but about forging our own path through the adversities of life, learning and growing along the way. Now, the sage continued, you already understand the importance of experiencing sorrow to appreciate happiness. In the same way, one must confront fear, struggle, and even suffer at times to truly understand the value of peace, tranquility, and happiness. It's through these experiences that we learn patience, tolerance, compassion, and humility. These are the qualities that make us human. They shape our character and define our limits. If we never face challenges, we remain ignorant of our own potential and that of humanity as a whole. The sage now turned his gaze towards the setting sun, its golden hues painting the sky in vibrant colors. But there's more to it than just enduring these experiences, he said thoughtfully. It's not enough to simply go through the motions of life. We must also learn to make the most of them. For example, when we face illness, instead of seeing it as a curse, we can choose to view it as an opportunity to rest, recover and return to life with renewed vigor. When we experience failure, instead of wallowing in self-pity, we can choose to see it as a valuable lesson, a stepping stone on our journey to success. It's all about perspective, student. It's about the choices we make in the face of adversity. Do we allow ourselves to be consumed by negativity, or do we choose to rise above it and find the silver lining in every cloud? He paused, allowing his words to resonate with the young student before continuing. Happiness is not a destination, my child. It's a way of traveling, a way of life. It's not something you find at the end of a long and arduous journey. It's something you cultivate along the way. It's the small moments of joy, the little things that make life worth living. It's the warmth of the sun on your skin, the laughter of children playing in the distance, the smell of freshly baked bread, the taste of a simple meal shared with loved ones. These are the things that truly matter in life. And you can experience these moments of happiness every day, no matter what challenges you may face. The student sat quietly, absorbing the sage's words. He realized that his quest for happiness had been misguided. He had been looking for a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow, so to speak, instead of appreciating the beauty of the journey itself. But how do I find this happiness? He asked softly. How do I find the strength within myself? The sage smiled, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. My child, happiness is not something you find. It's something you create. It's a habit of mind, a way of thinking. You create it every day with every choice you make, every action you take. As for finding the strength within yourself, that too is not a destination, it's a journey. It's a process of self-discovery, of understanding your own potential and limitations. It's about facing your fears and overcoming them, about learning from your mistakes and growing from them. Happiness and strength, my child, are not things you find. They are things you create. They are the sum total of your experiences, your choices, your actions. They are the story of your life. So don't look for happiness at the end of the rainbow. Create it every day. Don't seek strength in solitude. Discover it through your actions and experiences. Your life is a tapestry, my child, and it's up to you to weave it with the threads of happiness and strength. The power is in your hands. Now go forth and live your life to the fullest. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the student left the sage's abode, his heart filled with gratitude for the wise words he had shared. He realized that the true source of happiness and strength lay not in the absence of sorrow and hardship, but in his ability to embrace and overcome them. With newfound determination, he set out to live his life to the fullest, knowing that every challenge he faced was an opportunity to grow, to learn and to become stronger. He understood that happiness was not a destination, but a journey, a way of life that required constant cultivation and nurturing. As for the sage, he continued to share his wisdom with all who sought him out, guiding them on their own journeys towards enlightenment and self-discovery. His words echoed in the hills and valleys, inspiring countless others to find happiness and strength within themselves. And that's all for today. Friends, we hope you liked this video. If you liked this video, press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you have any suggestions, feel free to comment down below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.